Hello, hello. I'm actually here, so I'll give a minute to see if anybody hops in live. I hope y'all can hear me okay. So, welcome back. It's July 10th. This is my day one. Um, for those of you that have not been following me for a long time, my name is Brianna. I've been a certified health coach for over 10 years and been with Optavia after I lost 100 pounds and kept that weight off. Um, I kept it off for over a year, then got pregnant uh, with my second child. And I had been somebody that was overweight my entire life. And so I had found success for the very first time with this program. And so that is what I'm using to get my current weight off. So after having my second son, I lost the baby weight that I had gained during my pregnancy and then uh, maintained for a couple of years. And as the story goes, lots of life happened and became separated a couple of times from my husband, and I'm still separated. And so I'm living that sort of single mom life. We're co parenting and we're amicable, which is great. Um, and then COVID hit, obviously. And so I had some COVID weight gain. I lost my mom suddenly in March of this year. And so today is my day one weigh in. So, one of the reasons why I picked Sunday as my starting date is on my very first journey. I had gone on a trip and came back, and my box was here, my very first order. And I got back on a Saturday and I was so frustrated, so upset about where I was with my weight that I started the very next day and I didn't even know the program. So I've had a couple of months worth of orders here waiting for me until I was ready. And so I decided that I would start on a Sunday. And today's that day. So part of this, I am thinking about going back to video blogging during my journey. So it was one of the things that I did towards the end of my journey um, back in 2011, 2012, when I lost 100 pounds. And I think community is so essential for support, but also for success. And so this is me reaching out to create a community again. I had a very strong Facebook group going, and I'd like to rebuild that for my clients and my coaches on my team. And this year is my 10th year coaching, but I'm in a rebuilding phase, to be quite honest with you. And I understand that a lot of people don't find me to be very inspiring probably right now. And that's okay. I would rather somebody be successful than to feel like their coach is holding them back. So here I am just kind of putting things out on the line. I weighed in today. I weighed in at a little bit lower than my highest weight ever. I don't know that this weight is accurate. I'm probably a little bit bloated right now. And so I'd like to hear from you guys if you guys want the actual numbers. So I've got it written right here. I'm waiting on some feedback because, again, I can tell you how much I lose from week to week. I am a daily weigher. Um, I know a lot of people have a love hate relationship with the scale, and probably tomorrow's video blog will be about how to be a daily weigher without it getting you down per se. So I'll talk about that more tomorrow. Today, I just wanted to tell you what I'm doing to reset and something that might help you, regardless of what program you're using or kind of where you're at in your journey. It might be good to touch base with some of these things. So, I hope this is helpful. All right. So, the number one, take a chug with me, take a shot. Okay. So, I'm just going to give you a few tips on number one is water. It's the easiest thing to start, and one of the things that is easiest to let go of in some kind of way. So I have clients that struggle with getting water in. I've always been a big water drinker, but I'm going to tell you, summer is here. Take a water with you wherever you go. You're going to go run errands, go check the P.O. box, you're going to go to Target. Yeah, you're probably going to get a Starbucks or something, right? Take a water bottle with you constantly. It's one of the easiest things to do, and you'd be surprised. You're feeling hangry, you're probably dehydrated. You're feeling that drag in the afternoon, you might be dehydrated. So I get at least 4 or 5 of these in a day. One little tip is I don't have it's in my hair, but these hair bands and stuff. If you struggle with getting water in, put hair bands or put rubber bands around your water bottle at the beginning of the day. However many times you need to fill it up, start with 64 ounces. After that, I want you to try to work towards your half your body weight in ounces. So if you're not even getting 64 ounces right now, I need you to just do 3 of these a day. Let's just aim for that. So put your rubber bands or your hair bands or whatever at the beginning of the day. Some way to designate it. Every time you refill it, you take one off. So it could be the little hair ties that you use around. It could be a scrunchie. Who cares? But always have your water with you. Every time you fill it up, every time you finish, take one off. So that's how you can keep track of it really easily. We also have an app to do that. Some people use MyFitnessPal. That's totally fine. Water is the easiest. It's free. And you don't need to go buy fancy water. If you like fancy water, I'm not judging you. But you don't need the fancy water. You don't need all the bells and whistles. Water is water, and your body will be happy with it. Another thing that I'm focusing on is just the basics. So I've been around this program for a really long time. Right now, as I restart and what I tell my clients getting restarted, it's just focus on the basics. Do I know this program backwards and forwards and probably have the whole condiment list and lean and greens memorized? Yes. Do I need to pull out my curriculum and look at it again? Yes. So I'm just re educating myself because I've been 5 and 1 ish for a long time, or 4 and 2 ish. Or any of you that have been around this program for a while, you know what the ish I'm talking about. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You've got to know. I know you know. You're wishy-washy. You're wishy-washying, you're fudging, and a little fudge goes a long way to not reaching your goals and kicking you out of fat burn. So right now, I'm just focused on eating every 2 to 3 hours, setting a timer. So right now, with my current sleep schedule, I'm eating around 8:30, 10:30, 1 o'clock, 3:30, 6 o'clock, and 9:30 or 9 o'clock. So that's where my schedule is right now during the summer. For days that I stay up later or if I get up later, I adjust accordingly. For me personally, it works to have my fuelings scheduled closer together in the afternoons. I'm not a big morning hunger person, and I usually have a coffee soft serve as my first fueling of the day. So, um, welcome to those of you that are on live. Thanks for joining me. And say hi in the chat, or if you have a question. I'm just giving some tips to getting restarted and trying to get a feel for if y'all want me to do my weigh ins or just tell you what I lost this week, later on this week. So today's my day one. So we talked about water, going back to basics, eating every 2 to 3 hours. The next big thing, weighing and measuring your lean grains. This is a big one because a lot of people kind of think they know what their lean and green should look like. But to be honest with you, it's really important for you to pull out the scale and get an idea of what the right portion of your protein is so that you're not under eating either, because that can backfire with hunger. For me personally, what I've decided to do is to have a majority of my lean and greens just for the next couple of weeks be the pre-prepared flavors of home. So tonight my kids had spaghetti and meat sauce for dinner, and I had the turkey meatball marinara from Optavia. So I did not cook for myself tonight. I popped it in the microwave and put it in a bowl, as I'm known to do, and added a little bit of garlic powder. But otherwise, that was my lean and green. So I just ate before I came to do this live. Um, so one of the things is just to keep your lean and greens really simple and not overwhelm yourself with deep diving on recipes, deep diving on every fueling hack there is. Right now, the program itself is designed to be simple. So I would say keep it simple. I would not try more than one new recipe a week. And I could do a whole other video on not messing with your fuelings because it's too much. It's a lot of work. So unless you really, really, really want to and really have the time to invest in it, you don't need to make something into something else all the time. That's something to do, probably not at the beginning. Something when you've hit your rhythm, you've been on program for a while, you're in your fat burn mode, you're in your good zone. That's the time to start really deep diving on recipes and things like that. Right now, I'm just keeping everything simple. I cannot remember the last time that I had 7 to 10 days straight on program. So that's what I'm aiming for right now, is no deviations, and for me to genuinely do the program as written. So that's water, fuelings, the basics of your lean and green. And the other thing is make sure that you have your updated documents. So if you go to, I think it's answers.optavia.com is where you can find client answers. And so that's where you can find our latest condiment list, healthy fat list, things that have been added or taken away over the years, where almond milk is on their oat milk, and all these questions that we used to have all the time. Laughing cow, how does it count? A condiment or healthy fat? Blah, blah, blah. Those things will help you just get reacclimated to what's on program, what's one of your condiments, what's your healthy fat. And yes, be sure to get in your healthy fats. It helps with vitamin and mineral absorption, and it helps with satiety. Um, so those are really important too. Don't skip out on those. So that's basically what I'm focused on. So get out your old documents, get out your, dust off your guide. If you need your guide again, your coach can help you with that. If I'm your coach, I can help you with that. Um, and answers.optavia.com has a lot of the client questions and the most up to date condiment, veggie charts, um, lean and green list, all those things that you need to get restarted, those are all there. So, do you guys have any questions for me before I hop off? I weighed in at my second to the highest weight that I've ever weighed in. Um, hi, Brenda. Great to see you. Great to have you live. Do you have any questions for me? I was just giving some tips on getting restarted, getting refocused, and even if you're just, let's say you're not on program, that's totally okay. Maybe you just need some hydration. Maybe you just need to eat a little more regularly or eat every couple of hours. Pair your protein and your carbs. Have a string cheese and a handful of raw almonds, something to nourish your body and take care of yourself. So that's really what I'm trying to focus on. Um, I have more people logging on. That's awesome that you're getting refocused. I got you, girl. We're here for each other. It's always a good time to come back and to have community. So that's the best thing that I can do right now. And that's what I am focused on for me, but also for my team and for my clients. I want that community that we were missing, I think, so much. You know, we all need we could all use a little help from our friends. So do you guys have any questions for me before I log off? I will be scheduling my lives going forward. I'm trying to do it's ambitious, but I'm gonna try to do a vlog a few times a week, and so I'd like to do those live if I can, just to get more interaction. Or if you guys have questions, if you put them in the chat, then I will respond to them probably in my next live. So tomorrow, so today we talked about basics of getting back on track. I weighed in. Tomorrow let's talk about daily weighing and kind of my thoughts on that. And then if you have any topics that you'd like to see me approach, look, I might be at the second highest weight of my entire life, but I've got 10 years of coaching underneath my belt. So I have a lot of opinions about a lot of things. But I just thank you guys so much for your support, for hanging in there with me, for the kind comments that I'm getting, and for the support and outreach on social media. It means a lot to me, and it makes me know that I know why I'm not giving up is I'm not giving up on you, and you're not giving up on me. So we got to keep this going. We got to get better. We're better together. So um I'm excited to see what comes next. And if you guys don't have any questions, I will let you guys go. But you can always catch me on Facebook, send me a message, or if you want to be part of the Warriors group, I'm working on getting that rebuilt. Or if you're a client of mine and you want to reconnect, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm back coaching. I am here. I'm here for you. And thank you for being here for me. All right, guys. Day one's down. I have one more fueling to go. I had 2 caramel bars today. Which is so good. So good. Because I wanted to start out with the sweeter stuff. I had a Starbucks coffee this morning with sugar-free vanilla. I had my turkey meatball marinara, and I had a vanilla shake. So that's 1, 2, 3, and a brownie. So I've got one more, right? Let's see. 2 caramel crisp bars, turkey meatball marinara, brownie, and a shake. So I've got one more. But my lean and green is done for today, so I wanted to check in with you guys after that. All right. So lay out your feelings for tomorrow. Make your meal plan. At the very least, drink some water. And I'll see you guys soon. All right. Bye.